Hi guys and welcome back. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make this red velvet heart cake. Let's begin. To get started on the recipe, you'll want to make your buttermilk alternative. So simply take your milk, add in some vinegar, give it a stir, then set aside until needed later on. Then grab yourself a large mixing bowl and place in your dry ingredients, starting with your sugar, followed by your oil, your vanilla extract, your cocoa powder, your eggs, and then adding in your red food colouring as well. Then mix this all on a low speed to start with, working up to a medium-high speed. And once you have a mixture that looks a bit more solid like this, you can then go ahead and give it all a good combine. And just with the mixer keep going, just add in the flour and some of the buttermilk. So alternate, so it should be 3 flour to 2 buttermilk. But again, you don't have to do it that way, but that's just the way that I find works best. And as you're adding it in, you'll want to make sure that it's almost fully incorporated before you add the next addition of whichever it is, whether it's the dry or the wet. Once that's all been fully incorporated, you should have a clear cake batter, something looking like this. As you can see, there's some ingredients around the top of the bowl that didn't fully incorporate. So just grab yourself a spatula and give the bowl a good scraping down. And this is just to incorporate any bits that may not have been fully worked in from earlier on. So don't forget the top and the bottom of the bowl. Take yourself a lined baking pan with some parchment, and then just pour your cake batter into it, spread and level it out as best as you possibly can. Then transfer that into your preheated oven. All that information will be in the blog post, which will be linked down below, so don't forget to check it out if you are interested. So once the cake has baked and fully cooled, you can then go ahead and cut out your heart shape. I'm using this cutter as I've had it for many years and not really used it. I then just cut it out of this, but I use the cutter to cut out the heart shape, and there will be some scraps left over. Feel free to make cake jars or cake pops with them, whatever you find best. And then you can go ahead and start decorating the cake. I've made my buttercream as it took a bit of time to colour and get the consistency right. So I will leave all that information in the blog post. Then for this cake, my friend wanted black buttercream on the inside and the outside, which if you've ever made black buttercream, then you'll know how difficult that was. But I found it very easy with the food colouring I used. Again, I will leave all that in the blog post, so don't forget to check it out if you're interested. So then just pipe a border around the outside and fill the centre. Spread and level that out as best as you can, then stack your next layer of cake on top. Repeat until you have no layers of cake left. Then you can go ahead and start just piping the buttercream around the outer edge of the cake. And it doesn't need to be perfect, but the better you get it now, the better it will look in the end. Kind of, as you're smoothing it out, it'll just drag the buttercream all the way around, and you'll remove some, but then it'll also smooth out, so it'll look better as you go along. As you decorate this, you'll find that there's bits that you might need to use like a palette knife or a crank palette knife just to smooth around. I've not really worked with heart cakes many times in the past, so when I got to make these I was like, oh, exciting, but also, what am I doing? So then as you go around this ridge bit at the top, like where it curves, that's the bit I found the most difficult, but in the end it all worked out fine. So then you can just keep smoothing it out until you're happy, filling in any gaps like I have. As you know, you don't get perfect each and every time, but towards the end you will. So just do it until you're happy, then you can chill it in the fridge. That's what I recommend anyway, but on your final scrape, I do recommend using a heated scraper. So just dip it in some boiling water, dry the excess off, and then just smooth it out. This will help give it that nice finish. I chilled mine in the fridge for a bit, then I just went along and put my red buttercream into a piping bag, and then piped these kind of like rope effects. It's kind of like a Regency cake, but also not. This is just a highly decorated cake. I've not really done that whole Regency cake trend because I'm not very good at it, but I thought, give it a bash with this one, and this is what my friend wanted, so I thought, gotta give the people what they want, of course. When it comes to these cakes, I feel like the piping will either kill you or cure you kind of thing. Purely because there's so much piping that you'll either love piping at the end or you will hate it. Believe me, there was a few times that I scraped bits off and was like, I can't do this. And I think most cake decorators do have those moments of like, why did I say yes? Why did I do it? But in the end, I liked it and I liked the colours, and my friend was very happy with it. So that's all that matters at the end of the day. So thank you so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more from me, and I'll be back again soon with another recipe, so join me then. In the meanwhile, don't forget to check out the descriptions, there'll be a link to this recipe, a link to my blog and links on my social media. But that's all for today, I hope you enjoyed. Bye guys.